Hi everyone, I'm GREYMOND. Today I just wanted to reiterate how important exposures are to OCD recovery. You need to understand that if you don't show your mind that this no longer matters, your mind will run with the programming that this still really does matter. And that means giving you a lot more thoughts, anxiety, urges to do compulsions, and so on and so forth. So the only way you can retrain your mind is by going through exposures. You need to go through exposures. When it comes to pure type of OCD, purely obsessional, no physical compulsions, the thought itself is the exposure. Also things like harm OCD, um, um, other types of OCD that you can't actually put yourself in those situations, obviously, but the thought itself is what's scaring you, right? So whatever thought it is, and it could be the thought of even getting another OCD thought, or the thought of what if OCD never goes, of what if OCD comes back in the future. It could be really anything within the realm of your the common things that scare you. Putting yourself in that frame of mind and then saying, nope, I'm refusing reaction. I've heard this song and dance a million times before, not doing it, you know? And then in terms of physical compulsions, putting yourself in a situation where you would normally do a physical compulsion and then choosing not to. Over and over and over again. You know, doing 1 or 2 per day is not enough because I bet you're doing more compulsions than that. So it's not outweighing. You need to do, I usually say about 10 exposures per day minimum, but really your recovery depends on it. So you have to do, I would say, I would do 50 exposures per day for each thing. So say, for example, you're afraid of touching a doorknob because you think you might get some sort of a disease from it or something like that. So touch a different doorknob 50 times, you know. Say, for example, you're afraid, say, to watch the news because they could show something scary on the news. Watch the news on purpose, you know, just keep clicking on it, you know, 50 times throughout the day. You know, it's just giving you some examples, right? You're afraid to go anywhere near knives because what if you do something, right? Okay, go near knives 50 times a day. You know, really ramp up the exposures and use it like a kind of like a game, right? That, okay, this is what I need to do today. This has to be my response of refusing reaction, don't care, just another OCD thought, disregarding, you know, and really do this. You will see huge results because when it comes to OCD recovery, I mean, and again, talking to people every single day, usually when people are not seeing a lot of result, it's because they're not doing enough exposures. So do a lot of exposures, you're going to see a much stronger result. And then you can see kind of where you're at with it, right? So maybe you can do a slightly more intense exposure or a slightly less intense exposure if you feel like, well, yeah, I'm doing a lot of exposures, but a lot of the time I'm kind of failing on the response prevention. Okay, maybe you need to kind of take a half a step back and just reduce the intensity of the exposures for now, you know, until you can handle it a little bit more. So, but my point today is that you need more exposures if you want to recover faster. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, please subscribe. I talk about things related to OCD every single day. If you would like to do one-on-one recovery program with me, all the information is on youhoocd.com. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you tomorrow.